Hey, Miss Jennifer's first grade artist. I'm Miss Lisa, and this is our third lesson of four lessons in the first quarter. So, by now, perhaps in social studies, you all are studying different symbols in the United States. So, I thought we would pick an eagle to do a collage project on because the eagle is a symbol of strength and courage. There is on the back of quarters a bald eagle with spread wings. In different Native American traditions, the eagle is kind of like the messenger in between this earth and human beings and the heavens, the celestial. So the eagle is a strong communicator in that way. And then the eagle is also one of the main symbols on the Mexican flag. And you'll see an image of that in your Word document. So I thought we would choose an eagle because it's so important to very many different cultures. The way I did my eagle is I did mine in cardboard, pencil, marker, and then I had some magazine pages that I tore out and I collaged the negative space or the background, and then I collaged also the feathers on the neck and torso, and then I used crayon, or you could use oil pastel or crayon or marker for the face, for the eagle's face. On the one that I did the final for, I chose to do the frontal perspective of the eagle. So we're seeing both eyes and the beak and the mouth. And I have the beak and the mouth open because I was really into this whole idea of the eagle being a strong communicator. But in the demonstration that I'm going to do for you, I'm going to do the side view, what we call the profile. So you could do the front view or the side view, that's up to you. But we're calling this an eagle portrait because it involves the head and the neck and just a little bit of the torso. So let's just review some shapes that we see in here. If we take a look at the head of the eagle, particularly this part right here, we see an oval on a horizontal axis. Then if you look at the beak, you see a curved three-sided shape, which we know is called that's right, triangle. And then the eye, the outer shape is more of a curved oval, but the inner shape where the pupil is more of that's right, a circle. And then you can choose if you want to create a feather-like feel by putting these triangular lines, these zigzagged lines, so it doesn't feel so flat and cut off, okay? So after you draw your eagle in pencil, and if you have some collage materials or magazine, tissue paper, anything at home, then you can handle the collage part in a couple of different ways. So one way is to, on your straight edge of your paper or your cardboard, you can take a straight edge of the magazine and maybe tear it for some texture, like this. And then you can get your glue stick, or some of you might have Elmer's at home. I think a glue stick works a little bit better because it's not liquid. It won't wrinkle up as much. And then you can take that straight edge and put it up against the straight edge of your paper, your tag board, your poster board, whatever you have to work with at home. And then flatten it, and don't forget your 1, 2, 3 stick to me, okay? And I like to do the whole negative space, the whole background first, and leave the eagle last. So here's another piece. And you don't have to use blue and black and white just because I'm doing it. You know, you feel free to do whatever color that you want in your negative space. And then if you want, you can also do some collage elements for the feathers, okay? Let me see if I have any brown paper. Now, if you don't have brown paper, don't worry about it. Just make your feathers down here darker than the face. And remember, we call it the bald eagle, but that's just because the head of the eagle is white. There's still feathers. There's still feathers. The eagle's not really bald, but we say that because the ones on the neck and the torso are so much darker that it almost makes it look like the eagle has a bald head. So let me get some brown paper. I'll be right back. Every time I break something. Okay, and like I said, if you don't have brown paper, it's fine. So I'm gonna use some black paper and some of this tan paper from Jennifer Aniston's hair. I'm actually gonna use her hair, how about that? So what I'm doing, a skinny oval to create my feather. Because you know how feathers taper in at the bottom and the top, they're thinner. And then I'm gonna show you how to cut down 2 or more feathers at once, okay? So I'm gonna come in here and do this. Now, if you want to do several or a few feathers at once, one idea is that you can take your paper, especially if it's a thin paper like a magazine, and you can fold it once and you can fold it again, and then I'm gonna show you what happens. You can do your oval shape, and I'm gonna draw an oval on there so you can see where I'm cutting. Like that. And then I'm gonna cut around here. And then I'm gonna cut around here. And now check it out. If you're using a magazine, y'all, you can use the front or the back. So I can have a variety of feathers like this, all right? And then I'll choose this one to be one of my darker feathers. And I'll put it next to a lighter one, okay? And it gives it some dimension. Now this one, I'll make a lighter one. This one will be a darker. Okay, so check this out. Once I get all my negative space, my background space in, and then my feathers, then I can take either a white crayon or a white pencil or white, anything that you have at home, and then I'm gonna come in and put the white feathers on the face. So I won't do the whole face during this demo, but I'll do part of it so you can get a sense of how that works. Let me get my pastel. And I think when you're working with a crayon or a pastel, it's important to follow your form. So I don't want to just come in and go straight on across. That is a curved shape right in there. And I'll do that. I'll do that section. And if your pastel has a lot of oil in it, then one thing that's kind of interesting to do to create texture is, see, it's just solid white. you can take your fingernail and you can do those curved ovals and check it out. You're gonna get like a feathery effect. See? All right. Hey, I cannot wait to see what y'all come up with. Now, remember, just a rule about turning things in. If you could please put first grade, your first and last name, and then I'll know it's you, because you know Ms. Bree and I have over 200 students, so we don't want to confuse anybody, okay? And listen, use the materials that you have at home. If you don't have collage elements, then create a beautiful drawing, all right? Okay. I can't wait to see what y'all turn into me. And I look forward to seeing you in 2 more weeks with our 4th project, the last one of the quarter. Okay, take care. Have fun learning about eagles and doing your symbols. Bye.